Remember how the kids saved Ra by shooting him with their bodies? If I'd been there, this movie would have been way shorter. Stargate. Directed by Roland Emmerich, released in the fall of 1994. The film was written by Emmerich and his partner in crime, Dean Devlin, who would go on to thrill and delight audiences all over the world throughout the 90s, with subsequent films like Independence Day and Godzilla. Through its unique combination of archaeology, mythology, and science fiction, Stargate would go on to become a global phenomenon, giving rise to 3 spin-off television series, including the longest-running American science fiction series, and in the space of just 15 years, it took its rightful place along Star Wars and Star Trek as one of the most iconic and important science fiction franchises of all time. Our film begins in 1928 during an archaeological dig in Giza, and right off the bat, the movie has a scope and sweeping grandeur of a Spielberg film, reminiscent of Raiders of the Lost Ark, as the camera pans to the excavation site. What they unearth is a large, mysterious ring. We cut to 1994, where Dr. Daniel Jackson is giving a lecture on the pyramids, trying desperately not to admit he believes they were built by aliens. Danny Boy is recruited by the military to decipher the hieroglyphics on an ancient cover stone. And for my younger viewers, hieroglyphics are a pictorial representation of language, basically Egyptian emojis. Fun fact, the mountain entrance to the military base, later dubbed the SGC in the television series, is the same entrance used to enter NORAD in the 1983 classic War Games, which I need to review at some point. Back to the movie. Turns out the ancient emojis activate a portal to another world known as a Stargate, which has a nice ring to it. And while Stargate travel is commonplace for fans of the television series, in the film, and particularly for audiences in 1994 who had never seen visual effects like these before, the first time Jackson steps through the gate captures a sense of wonder that rivals Spielberg's work. James Spader, who played Dr. Jackson, was initially meant to merely step through the gate, but he felt you would be so awestruck by the magical shimmering pool of energy the first time you saw it, you would stand there for a moment to appreciate it. His ad-lib reaction to the gate has become one of the most memorable and iconic moments of the film. The gate sends our team of intrepid heroes, led by the stoic Colonel Jack O'Neill, played to perfection by Kurt Russell, to discount Tatooine, where it turns out the pyramids are landing platforms for alien ships. The desert scenes were filmed in Arizona at the height of summer to avoid the dune buggy season. As a result, everyone in the cast and crew, including 16,000 extras, had to drink 5 gallons of water per day to stay hydrated. Colonel O'Neill and Dr. Jackson meet some of the locals, and thanks to Jackson's gold medallion featuring the Eye of Ra, they seem to think he is some sort of god. And while it just wouldn't be proper to impersonate a deity, Daniel inadvertently uses his divine influence to get a girlfriend. And if Dr. Jackson and Milo Thatch from Atlantis the Lost Empire teach us anything, is that nerds can get lucky in love as long as they are archaeologists that meet a primitive civilization. Back to the movie. Ra's spaceship lands, and if you ever played Jet Force Gemini on the Nintendo 64, you can definitely see where the inspiration for Mizar's palace came from. Jackson and O'Neill are captured by the villain of the picture, which is where we finally meet Ra, a reclusive, effeminate weirdo who surrounds himself with children, essentially making him an evil space Michael Jackson. Now, Ra isn't the little ray of sunshine he pretends to be. He has his very own pyramid scheme going on Abydos, where his thousands of workers mine a rare mineral, which is the basis of his technology. But now that advanced humans have shown up, he plans to destroy our civilization, as we now pose a threat to his power. Jack and Daniel naturally have a problem with this, and during the scuffle, Dr. Jackson's brand new bride, Showry, gets blasted, but fortunately, she's only mostly dead. The ending of the film is pure 90s popcorn fun, as Jack faces off against Ra's menacing Anubis guard, while the inhabitants of the planet rise up against their former oppressors, leading to our heroes literally nuking Ra as he tries to escape. Fun fact, the scene of Ra's demise, in alien form catching fire and disintegrating in pain, was added after test audiences felt he didn't suffer enough. In the end, Stargate is an imaginative and highly entertaining film, exploring human culture and history with a unique and intriguing sci-fi twist. James Spader and Kurt Russell truly shine as Dr. Jackson and the grim, tormented Colonel Neil. Stargate is also the first in what will become a staple of Emmerich and Devlin's films, centering on a likable scientist being drawn into much larger events, ultimately assisting the military in saving the world. The film takes its time to tell a gripping and intellectual story, while combining spectacular visuals with a film score so memorable and exciting, it was used for years to come in countless trailers. Surface memorable characters, creative use of mythology and scientific theory, the phenomenal score by composer David Arnold, the overall sense of wonder and mystery, and the stellar performances by Kurt Russell and James Spader, I give this film 5 out of 5 Death Stars. Stargate is impressive. Most impressive. This has been Vader Reviews. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and follow me on Twitter @Vader Reviews. Join the Empire today. You do not yet realize your importance. Share these videos, and together we will rule the internet. And always remember, you don't know the power of the dark side.